Welcome, everybody. My name is Ken Bolin with Prosperity Highway Global. On behalf of myself, my partner, Stephen Swartz, we'd like to say hello.
Aloha, everybody.
All right, welcome, guys. Well, this is our team update here on September 11th, 2025. Guys, we're super happy to be past the dog days of summer. We're diving in to one of the best series of months in the year, September, October, November. Is really one of the best seasons for home-based business, and we intend on taking full advantage of it. And you're going to hear what we're doing here, guys, for conversions, for reaching out to our millions of leads that we have. We have a lot of exciting information to share with you, a lot of new offers and so forth. So, with that, Steve, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, partner, and you can give people a tour. Uh,
All right.
with our back office guys, when Steve goes in the back office, you're going to learn, you'll be able to see where the memberships are and all the new exciting things. So Steve, take it away.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, you guys, and we're going to kind of go over some of the new stuff that's coming out with our 4.8 release. And keep in mind, we're in pre 4.8 release as we kind of start to roll things out and we make any major changes. We decided to really make it more of like a pre-release. So that way everybody doesn't get confused and nobody's missing out on anything, and no major or drastic changes to what we already have. Um, but keep in mind that we will be making some changes coming soon. So um, there will be some changes to the existing memberships uh, as we roll out our full 4.8 version. But for now, we're really excited about what we have and what we've put together. Um, so right here we have our new Elite annual membership. It's a let me show you a bigger graphic of that, and we can kind of we can dive into this a little bit. So our and like Ken mentioned, we have a new webinar system, and we have hundreds of thousands of people that we're reaching out to every single day, every single week, really driving people. All of our leads that are coming into the system every day, being assigned to everybody. All of the leads that we already have in the kitty that we've built over the last year. We've got millions of them. We've got over 2 million leads in our system now that we're reaching out to on a continual basis. And we've got some really cool methods and some really good emails that we're sending out that are a lot more informational rather than salesy. And we're getting incredible open rates. Ken, I mean, we were just on on Zoom yesterday with Ron. It was blowing my mind with those open rates.
Yeah, and keep in mind, guys, it's the best of the best leads that we have, but we have a very responsive list going from 30%, 60%. I think one is even over 70%
Yeah,
open,
open
which
rates.
is
And
unheard of. It's
we're
amazing.
talking, that was like out of like 80,000 or something. He sent out that was like an 80,000 list of people that have previously opened that we're sending out more emails to. And so an 80%, it was like 70 something percent. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and at least the list that they're building from that, could be as low as 7%, which is still really good. But most of the open rates are higher than that. And then they take from that list the people that are opening the emails, then they put them to the kind of the most responsive list that we have. But yeah, I don't care what list it is, Steve.
That's right.
That's a very good open rate. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
absolutely. And what we're doing is we're funneling them into our new webinar platform where folks can join a session already in session. They can pick to join a session within the next couple, like in the next 15 minutes, like next half hour, next 45 minutes, next hour. Um, and they look really live. The sessions look really live. And Ken and I are really dialing in our presentation over there to really to match exactly what we're emailing everybody. So the presentation's really coming along well. Right now, we're already getting activity on there. We're already getting sales on there. We're getting a lot of registrations. As a matter of fact, I'm looking today, and we had just about almost double what we had yesterday on registrations, with about a 40% that watched all the way through. So that's huge. During our webinar presentation, we have the ability to drop the offer right into the webinar, and it's a timed offer. So the what you see on the screen right now is what we're offering to all of those members, all of those leads that are coming through our webinar platform, and seeing, watching our webinar. Then we drop this offer with the timed release, and then we start talking about it and letting them know, hey, this is available to you right now, as an act now, fast action offer with all the fast action bonuses. Um, but what we've decided to do while we're still in pre-release of 4.8 is we wanted to make this available to everybody, especially our members that we already have on board. All of our legacy members, all of our VIP members, like Ken is mentioning, you guys have stuck with us. You're here, you're with us. Everybody here live on the Zoom today, everybody watching this recording. We wanted to give you guys the opportunity to jump on these offers that we have, without having to, pay the full price, which is the elite annual membership will be 2,500, which is basically buy 10 months and get two free, at the $250. Plus, we've increased the lead count. Plus, we've taken these 50 sticker credits, and instead of getting them doled out over four every single month, you'll get all 50 of them all at once. So that's a huge benefit of having the Elite Annual. Um, we're going to go over a couple of these other things like the STC card. It's our new Sparky tradable collector card. And it's in a pre-NFT stage. We're not promising that we're going to go to NFT, but chances are, over the next couple months, over some time here, maybe early next year, we're going to go to full minting on NFT, and then who knows what the value of these will be. It'll be on an open trading market, but again, we're not guaranteeing that, we're not promising it, and it's right now it's not offered as an investment. Um, but it is a trading card that we feel is gonna have a lot of value. They're really unique designs. They're one of a kind. Right now we have 16 available on our dashboard. I'm going to show you guys in a second, and we'll get into it a little bit more. But they're awesome, and it's going to showcase the growth of our team, of our company, of our system over time. So our first series has 100 in it. Our next series will be our momentum series, and it'll have another 100 in it. And then we'll keep going with 100, and it comes with the whole story. So when you purchase your STC card, they're $450 each. Or if you get this VIP Elite package, then it comes with that. No, it's absolutely free. So you get to choose a card at that point. And it comes with a complete story. So it's really cool. We're really excited about it. I'm super excited about it. The designs are coming out phenomenal, and they're just getting better and better. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. Um,
Hey, Steve,
all,
just real quick, when you're just talking about the package here, one of the nice benefits with the annual is you're not able to finance the monthly, but you can finance the annual. So, Steve, what would the payment be on that annual if someone,
it's like $60 a month.
yeah, so they could be locked in with their success with the annual, get all these other perks, and actually pay less, right?
The
Now, you could keep your if you're in the assurance plan and that's there, you could keep that in place and add this, and literally, I mean, I don't know how many more leads you'd be getting, but it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But
And
I
so
think that just that financing just really makes it that much more attractive in my opinion.
It really does. Yeah. And and we have financing through Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna. All three of them, plus PayPal, will finance this package. So there's four options to finance, um, which is really good. And we looked at the numbers, and it's about $60 a month with the firm. So that's a heck of a deal. We're getting a lot of excitement on our webinar platform during our presentation as people are coming through. They're really excited about that because it's just it's a huge value. So everything you see on this page is already available and will be available on our dashboard for sale. So I just want to be clear that the reason we did that, our reasoning behind that, is because it's got to show real value. And the fact is that each one of these products that we have on here are absolutely worth what we're offering them for. If somebody just wanted to come in as a starter, uh, or as a pro, or an elite monthly, or even so if when they're coming in with one of those memberships, they can purchase these other products. And of course, that's going to create commission. So I'm sure nobody's upset about that. But the idea is that there's real value here. So when they see that, and that's included with this elite annual Act Now package, it makes a lot of sense because they're getting tremendous value out of the package. So that's how we kind of build our webinar. We build people up. Uh, and we really talk about the master class training series, which is going to be really exciting. We talk about the vacation voucher, the SDC card, the sticker credits, and of course the leads that are included with this, um, as well as the follow up and the nurturing and the engagement that we do with those leads, not only with AI but with all of our follow up, with our voicemail, automated voicemail drops that are actually AI driven and customized and actually says the person's name, and we're sending those out 10, hundreds a minute. They just go out in massive blasts all day, every day to the leads that we're bringing in. We're following them across social media, retargeting them with paid ads, getting them to come over your guys' funnels, to come into the webinar funnel. The whole idea is that we get this offer so attractive that people will jump on this 1997 package, creating a $500 commission for you as the member of that lead and creating conversions. I mean, you guys, if we can get to, um, even a 0.5% conversion, okay? So if you have 100 leads coming through your system, and we're following up with them, we're nurturing them, we're engaging with them, they're getting over to our webinar, they're registering for the webinar, or even just putting their email in. That system has a whole other level of follow-up and engagement with those leads. So it's emailing, it's texting them, and it's getting in their inbox, and it's going out to their text message to their cell phone, um, without any delay, without any hiccups, without any roadblocks for us, because this is this is a multi-$100 million company, run by some really big guys, like, part of this group is like part of Russell Brunson and Anthony Morris. And, these guys got it down. These guys got it figured out. And their platform is delivering emails and SMS texts in a pipeline series. So it's really where they're at in the system is already all done for us. So if they just put their email in, they're getting a whole series of follow up with just that, just to get them to come and register for the next Zoom and then get on the Zoom. If they register for the Zoom, then we're sending them emails and text messages reminding them when their Zoom is and to get on there. If they don't show up, then it's a whole nother series of emails and text messages and even push notifications. So this webinar platform is it's built on an app. So when you register for the Zoom, you download a quick app, and then we can push out notifications to them through that app as well. reminding them to get back on the Zoom. Hey, you didn't see the offer. Why don't you come back and, we have a really good offer for you. If they go through the whole webinar and they don't buy, then there's a whole nother set of emails. And these go on for like, you know, 21 days and then further. Um, so it's incredible the way these guys have it. They already have it figured out, right, Ken? I mean, they've got the science down.
It's amazing, Steve. I'm so excited about this. I mean, just to be transparent, we've had a lot of people on a lot of webinars, but we didn't really track the people that registered, but they didn't show up. So we didn't have automated marketing targeting that group. And then the people that showed up, the people that didn't buy or they didn't see the offer. So no matter how far someone goes in the process, we have a workflow built into this new webinar platform. The fortune's in the follow-up, right? So with all of that automation, Steve, we'll have more thorough follow-up to this in this new webinar platform than we ever had, probably times by 5 at least. So
Yeah.
I'm
And
super excited about this new platform.
and following their formula. I didn't change their formula. I just went in and put our information in the messaging that they already had set up for us. So they
Yeah.
have these messaging and what do they call them? Notification stacks that I just left alone. I was like, I'm not going to change what's already working. I mean, these guys are, it's working in a big way. And so we just went in and retooled the messaging to match all of our messaging and match our presentation and what
It,
we're offering.
and Steve, the value, just to really stress the value of the leads in everyone's back office. So when they go through the webinar, there's a whole follow-up, just like 5 chances to hear it or to go back and take action. But then after that, then they switch to it's a challenge, which is a whole, long series. So when your leads get into this platform, uh, they're not going to be able to forget us very easy. And I mean, the thing is, guys, we're really doing people a favor. There's a lot of things I'm interested in, but I got a distraction, something happened. I intended to get back, right? So it's really very helpful. So anyone that shows an interest in having access to all the benefits of this platform, we're not going to forget them. We're going to reach out time and time and time again. And you may have a lead, just thinking into the future, you may have a lead that sits there a year and all of a sudden it pops. They can come in and become a big leader on your team. But it's just the fortunes in the follow-up. And Steve, I'm fired up about the follow-up that's built into this system.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on, and these guys got it figured out. So we're just piggybacking off what already works, which is great.
Yeah.
And it's sleek and it's smooth and it's got so much built into it. It's just it's ridiculous.
Which by the way, guys, statistically, the conversions are 5 times. I mean, this is what the big guys, right? The Russell Brunson and these uh, Grant Cardone, they're experiencing a 5 time conversion over their live webinars. They have the same energy, but they're just a lot more effective.
Yeah. I mean, it's even got a tool, this is really inside information, but it's even got a tool where as people are chatting in the chat, that it saves that chat, loads it up for the next webinar that somebody else is in. So, and it's live. It shows them as a participant and it shows them interacting via chat on it. So when we ask a lot of questions, like raise your hand. So all of a sudden you see the chat board light up with people, putting yes or one or raising their hand, and that's all done in perpetuity. So as people are getting on, they see a bunch of other people attending the same webinar who are real live people that have attended our webinars and are interacting with that webinar on chat, and they're seeing them interact in that webinar as chat. So it really gives it a lot of energy. And they're real people. They're real people that have gone through it. It just keeps on stacking that stuff in perpetuity, which is exciting and awesome. Really helps build up the vibe that we're looking for. And
Steve, just to give a little update here. So guys, right now with this minute, I just looked in the platform. There's 4 people going through that webinar live, right? So you think about this. You think about say if we have a couple hundred people show up at our webinar. Well, typically half of those are going to be our existing associates. So on 200 webinar, that's 100 people showing, but that's one time a week. Okay, right now I just peek in there. There's 4 people in that webinar going on. Steve and I are conducting that webinar right now. Not really, but we
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's
And there,
24, that's 24/7, guys. So what we're doing is we're locking it in. And by the way, if you've been through here, been through that, we've got some great feedback of people that have gone through that. Uh, we've had revenue generator from it. We've had some great feedback, but we just want to let you know, guys, that's not even our 1.0. That's our 0.5. We just need to
yeah.
get something up there. Okay. But and then we need to get all these calls coming in. By the way, guys, our goal is 1,000 calls a day, or right about there. And so far today, we have over 600 transfers to our call center today. Okay, so as we're ramping that up, we'll be up over 1,000 inbound calls a day here in the next 1 or 2 business days as well. But I just thought I'd put that out there, Steve. So,
Yeah.
isn't it great? You could be in several places at the same time. So we have 4 people going through that webinar right now, and it's 24/7. So pretty cool.
Yeah. And everybody that's all those calls, all of our call center folks, and anyone that's listening or reading this voicemail that goes under their phone, it's pointing them to our webinar. So, and to the webinar registration page, which also is getting a nice little update. We're really finding that the biggest open rates that we're getting on our emails, it's an informational email that really talks to people about and this is something we all know, something that, a lot of the reason why we're here is that we know that AI is changing the way that, the way that we're going to be doing things, the way that we work, the way that we live. It's going to change almost every aspect of our life even over the next couple months and over the next year, or even the next couple years. Uh, you know, we know that things are going to change drastically as AI advances and starts teaching itself and learning from itself and advancing itself and getting connected to higher platforms with quantum computers and that can do 100 million times faster than a supercomputer. You know, um, we know that things are going to change and there's going to be drastic changes in the workforce. And that's what people want to talk about. They want to be part of a group, that is talking about that and that's helping them and that's, showing them a path to success on how to leverage and how to harness that AI technology, uh, to enhance their lives rather than getting left behind and being able to, work from home, and actually have success with the home-based business without having to do all the setup and all the integration themselves and to go through all the learning curves as AI technology is advancing so fast. There's so many learning curves, and by the time you learn one thing it's already passed, and then there's a whole nother deal of things, and people get really frustrated and get they want to just go back to work, and there may or may not be those regular jobs available soon with AI technology. And so we're really reaching out, and we're kind of shifting our gears into a more of a coaching strategy, and showing people how they can join a team that is constantly going to be talking about AIs, constantly going to be helping them harness AI technologies, learn how to use it for themselves, learn how to use these leads, how to talk to their leads, how to follow up with their leads, how to build their list, how to build their online, um, you know, their online their image, create an online image for themselves, and have success with online marketing with the new technologies that are coming out over time. But at the same time, while they're doing that, they can jump on the elite annual package, right? They can jump on this elite annual package, and we can be helping them build their team while they're in our, masterclass training series. Because now that Ken and I don't have to do live webinars twice a month, twice a week, and which really take up a lot of our time because we're constantly, working up our slides, we're working up our presentation. It takes a lot of time to do those live webinars. Now we can really spend our time diving into more coaching stuff, spending more time with you guys, with this team, with you guys, and with all the new guys coming in, and really talking about some of these issues, working through some of these issues, um, and creating the success that we want through that activity. That's what people want right now, more than anything. We see it on our open rates on the emails that are going out. The highest open rates that we're getting is when it's talking about AI, changing the landscape in the next 2 months, in the next year, in the workplace, and how can I take advantage of that? How can I not be left behind? How can I get more information on that? How can I be part of a support group that's going to talk about this stuff and that's going to help me um, work from home? And so I don't mean to be up on a soapbox here, but that's really what a lot of our energy is going towards, and that's how our presentations are going to be posed in as we advance our next presentation in that webinar funnel system. And that's where this 1 year access to our masterclass training series is really becomes very, 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 very highly valuable. And that's what all the big boys are doing. That's what Grant Cardone's doing. That's what Russell Brunson's doing. That's what Anthony Morrison's doing. That's what Alex Hermosi's doing. They're all selling coaching courses and then bonusing everything else into that coaching course. So they'll sell their product and then they're bonusing in their coaching service. And then even their webinars that they're having are more informational, more coaching. So that's what we're looking to make that transition so it's less salesy and more informational, where people are getting value from day one. And so that's what I'm really getting excited about, putting a lot of my energy towards, because if they stick in with us for 45 minutes on our presentation, on our webinar, if we can engage with them on how is this going to affect me, keep me excited, give me some information that I want to hear right now today. Um, why I'm here because I'm interested in not being left behind. I'm here because I want to have success in my home-based business. I want to work from home. I'm here because I'm hearing about all this AI technology and it's a lot. How can I learn this stuff? How can I start to make money right away? And that's what we're telling people is join our webinar. And at the end of the webinar, you can have a system that's put in place for you right away. By the end of the webinar, your system can be activated and generating leads and possibly generating income right away. Result driven system that's plug and play, no setup required, and that's going to go to action for you right away while you continue to plug into our training and continue to plug into this system and learn AI for yourself, and be part of a support group. So that's what we're getting the most excitement about, right, Ken? I mean, as we're looking at what's going on.
Yeah, I was going to say, Steve, on that chart there, I could say any two or three of those items is worth the value right there, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
even
Yeah.
the vacations thrown in as
I
well.
know, right. Yeah. So, we're giving people a lot of value, on top of the fact that we're telling them right out of the gate, this is not a get rich quick scheme. There is no get rich quick magic pill out there. We all know that more than anybody. We know that, or else we probably wouldn't be here. There's so much stuff out there, and um, we want to have success. We want to be part of a team. We want to be part of have a system behind us. And so we know that there's not a magic pill to success. We know there's not a get rich quick scheme pill, magic pill that we can take, unless you want to gamble. And then who knows, you could lose it all. Which is- And that's just called gambling. So just go to Vegas or go to Reno or whatever if you want to gamble. But, in a real world, would 1 year, would 2 years from now, where you can actually be in a retirable situation, is that worth $2,000 or $60 a month to you to get it all, to get, you know, full access, to get elite access to everything that we have, and a system that's already working for you with the call center, following up, taking calls, text messaging, emailing, doing onboarding, being there for all of your leads and all of your members to make sure that they're getting integrated into the system correctly. Having an AI assistants working for you, doing ringless voicemail drops, emailing, text messaging, taking conversations, taking calls, and having conversations with people for you. Is that worth it? To be part of a system that's already done for you for 1997? And the answer is yes. It is. And, if it could help me retire in 2 years, I'm all in. And that's our new assurance plan is, hey, if you're not in profit in 1 year, then the next year is free. That's 4 sales, you guys. With this package comes a $500 commission. So, you get 600 leads coming in. If you're getting even a small percentage convert, let me take you to that. If you get a small
Now,
conversion,
Steve, do they have to make the sell, or does it matter how the sell happens?
the sales, yeah, the sales coming in automated. And when I say automated, I'm talking about automated for you or for them. And Ken and I were having a discussion about this. I kept saying automated, and Ken kept saying, "Well, there's the call center," and I'm like, "I'm like, okay, hold on. What I mean by automated is, I mean, what's in it for me? If I'm the prospect on a webinar and I'm listening, it's automated for me.
Right.
On our end, we have the call center, we have all the automation, we have
Hey,
all these.
Steve, real quick, I just want to give a shout
Yeah,
out
yeah,
to the call center and our new members. Uh, Kevin and many others. I just noticed, different ones are like, hey, I think we'll join the call center too. So
yeah.
I just want to congratulate you guys for joining the call center. And right now, so we're doing 40,000 voicemail drops a day. And the goal is to double it, but this time next week. So, 80,000 voicemail drops a day. And then the step after that is 160,000. So imagine, guys, here a month from now, we go 10 days and we've reached out to 1.6 million people, right? Yeah,
into a
160,000 a day,
that's a
10
lot.
days,
Yeah.
1.6 million people. So we're cranking it up. We need a lot of help in the call center. So we appreciate you guys.
This graphic I have up here on the screen, you guys, right now, is our goal. We're about, we're about 1 week behind, and that's only because of some things that came up, but we're about 1 week behind. Um, but we're starting to hit this first week of September momentum right now.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're already hitting this first week of, so we're kind of just 1 week behind. Um, but this is our goal, and this is what we're, this is our true trajectory of the rest of this month. Uh, is seeing 40,000 voicemail drops a day right now, creating a lot of people coming through the funnel. Um, and then I mean, we have a ton of people coming through and registering as a lead. And then so we're not far off from these numbers right now, you guys. And we plan on hitting these numbers and exceeding these numbers as we increase our message. We fine tune, make sure that everything's matching each other, and we're right there. By beginning of next week, we'll have these other pieces in place. So This is the true trajectory of what we're going to be seeing. And Ken, I know that you're a fan of this graphic. As a matter of fact, it was your brilliant mind that designed everything behind it. You engineered this movement. So I'll let you talk about it here for a sec.
Okay, yeah, guys. What this really spells here, guys, is opportunity. I mean, this says a lot, but for those in the call center, so we start people coming in, taking the what we call the blind callbacks, right? We do the voicemail drops. So we do 40,000 voicemail drops. We're going to get about 1,200 people call us back, which is amazing. Okay, now in a the next step is a more qualified callback. That's where we leave the phone number on the voicemail. So somebody listens to their voicemail, they call back, or we're gonna have that go to a different group. Okay, so you can start. And the exciting thing about this, guys, is if someone wants to be in the call center, pretty much the answer is going to be yes. Okay, unless there's some issue that Simona finds that we have to deal with, such as lack of a good internet or whatever. But you don't need a super powerful internet for that role. Anyway, so what that means is we can hire on on a mass scale. So we want to get that over 100 people in the call center, 200 people in the call center. So what that does is that gets more calls coming in that are qualified calls. But also what it does, guys, is it drives more people through the funnel, right? Because the message there is go to sparkyvideo.com. So those people are not going through the call center. They're just going through online, which I think a lot of people would prefer to just go online and check it out. So those people are going through the funnel. The part on here that I'd like to explain, see, some people will go ahead and buy in the webinar, and then they're going to go into the call center. When other people, I'm excited about that. Maybe they come in a lower level, and then they go into the onboarding in the call center, and then they get more information, and then they're going to buy. Okay, so some will buy in the webinar before they even go into onboarding, and some will, um, you know, go the other way. Now, I just want to comment here too, guys. So here we had our platinum package 5,400. This was kind of an afterthought that I had and ran it by Steve, and he liked it. It's like, okay, so if somebody really wants to, they're excited and they have more money than time. They love this. They want to put our team to work, and we're going to hold them down and say, no, the most you can spend here is $2,000. Well, what if they want to go faster? Okay, so we came up with these ad packs that are available just for the elite. Okay, so we have, and you'll notice the price points are pretty well in alignment with the ad packs. So we have the $1,800, which was comparable to the silver, and then we have the $3,600, which is equivalent to the gold, and then we have the 5,400. Okay. Now, we're not selling these in the webinar. The reason we don't want to complicate it when people are coming through, but what it does, guys, is it gives us the ability for the people in the call center that are working so hard for you, an opportunity for them to make some money selling these packages for you. So what now, by the way, on these packages, we've adjusted the compensation a little bit on these packages, not on anything else, but just these packages. And the reason is it helps us in the call center. So let's say, let me just say Rob. Let's say if Rob worked in the call center and he's following up with somebody that purchased the annual package in the webinar. Well, they've already spent money. So what's Rob's incentive? I mean, other than, Sparky points and so forth. But we wanted there to be an upsell. So if Rob is then talking with them and find someone that, hey, I really want to go faster, what do you recommend? So then Rob can sell one of these packages. But guys, what that does is it gives our people in the call center the opportunity to be, it helps them go full time, right? If they can make enough money selling these packages for you and exploding your business, we want that, right? We want our call center making money. So on these packages, we've adjusted the commission. So it's 15% for you, because this is on top of money, right? You already making the commissions on whatever membership. If they bought the annual, you already made the money on that. So this is on top of money that only happens through our call center. Commissions on these, in most cases, you're not the one selling it. Okay. This is the call center working for you, selling these packages for you. Now, somebody could actually, in effect, they could use the affirm to can add any one of these
Hey, Ken, you're
packages
breaking
on
up.
top of that,
You're
if they
you're
have enough
breaking up,
credit line
partner.
with that. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're breaking up. I turned your video off for a
Okay,
second. I
back to
can't.
you, Steve. Go ahead, partner.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
Okay,
now.
okay, I was about done there, Steve, but I just wanted to point out that these upsells are done primarily in the call center. They're done for you, uh, and so you're going to be making more money if the call center people are working hard for you. That means you're going to be making more money.
Right. Yeah. If somebody comes in off of this 50 off
So back
the
to you, Steve.
yeah, if somebody comes in off the 1997 package, and they're excited, they're fired up. And then the call center goes and shows them these additional lead packs that they can or maybe already qualified for with the firm, as you know, because if they get qualified with the firm, a lot of times they'll give them even more money to spend. And they'll say, okay, well, you can go spend another, $10,000 or whatever. And then they see these lead packs that they can increase their leads dramatically, then they're already in the buying habit. So the idea is to get them to say yes and to agree to us a lot, by giving them real information that they really want to hear and that really hits home and that is honest and truthful and factual. And they're saying yes, yes, yes. We want them to continue to say yes, 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 to not only increase their prosperity but also increase your prosperity, and then give the call center the ability to, like on this quantum lead pack, they can make $540 off of one sale, off of somebody that came through a webinar funnel, that's excited, that's a buyer. This is going to be a buyer. And then they can make $540. You can make $810. You just made $500 off of the 1997 package. I mean, who's going to complain about that? So, and for the new guys coming in on the 1997 package, all they got to do is get four sales and they're even. They've broken even. And so, the numbers are numbers are numbers. And we're starting to convert you guys, and we're starting to see some real activity. We're starting to really get into our zone here. And as that increases, everybody's going to be flourishing and having a lot of prosperity. And these lead packs were a genius idea to really push the momentum. They're simple. They're not convoluted. They don't have, there's not another reason why we're not offering them during the webinar is we're not giving people a lot of choices. We're getting them really excited and saying, hey, you know, this is your choice. Get the annual elite, act now, and you get all these extra bonuses. And so, they do that. They take one step at a time. And so that's kind of the idea behind it. And so it's just a little bit different flair. And the big hook, I'm going to say, is that these leads, Ken and I did the math. We broke it down. And at the end of the day, we'll spend $15 on engagement and nurturing each one of these leads coming into our system, whether they're driven in by you or your members or your team members, whether they're provided by us through your daily leads that a part of your membership, or if they're created through paid ads, however, or if they're coming in through the stickers. No matter how they're coming into your system and being assigned to you, we're spending about $15 per lead to nurture them, to engage with them, to get them coming across your funnel, and to follow up with them, and to get them to take action. We're spending about $15 per lead. If you do the math on that, That's an astronomical value. We don't even lay it out because it's just ridiculous. People, we talk about it, but we're not going to lay it out in the number because, the numbers are crazy. But at the end of the day, I mean, when it comes back to it, everybody prospers when somebody buys a package and becomes part of our team, not just from this system, but from all of our streams of income. So, at the end of the day, it makes a lot of dollars and cents, but that's the real value to this is that we're doing all of the engagement for people. Anybody can go out and buy leads, and we have our leads in our Sparky store. If you just want to buy a lead at a time, you can get 100 leads a la carte anytime you want, that will come in over a 30-day period. And you could even get, more, you could even get higher quantities. You can buy, as many quantities as you want of 100 leads at a time. And since I'm an elite member, it's showing you here that I'm getting a 33% discount. So I'm getting them at $1 each. If you're not an elite member, they're going to be $1.50 each. Again, creating value. And that's still a deal. You can't, even from Ron's site, you can barely get them at that price without any of the engagement, without any of the email follow-up, without the voicemail drops going out, without the SMS and texting, without the AI calling, without retargeting, and without our live call center backing it up, and without a webinar platform. The whole thing is so much value going into each one of these leads. And so that's where this gets really exciting. And as people understand that, it becomes like a no-brainer. It's like, hey, I'm in.
Hey, Steve, here's a question. If somebody say they wanted to buy 5 units, let's say $500 worth of leads, could they finance that amount of leads?
It's a good question, Ken. Let's take a look. Bingo. No, I'm not a Canadian resident. Let's see. There you go. Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna.
That's pretty cool. So you can kind of create your own package in effect.
That's right. Yeah. So, whatever fits your budget or whatever fits your comfort level, people can take action on that. And of course, you're getting commissions on all of those activities that are going on in our Sparky store. And so we're going to be adding a lot more to the Sparky store as well, including what we're talking about here on this package. So we will have the access to our Masterclass training series, and it's 197 per month if they want to do a monthly, or they can do it for 1997 for the whole year. That's the way that we've got it priced. And they'll have access to, we've already got 20 some odd videos, a whole series created, and we're adding more to that. And we're going to be doing a lot of live one-on-one. So they'll get to be part of like what we're doing with you guys here now today. That's what we're going to be doing a lot more of with the team, but we're going to charge for that. So, it's going to be a charge and or included with their elite annual membership. Again, driving those elite annual memberships, not only for the fact that it's got so much value, but for the fact that now you've got a team member that's really locked in with you for a year. They don't have much else to think about except for training themselves, being part of the coaching, being part of the team, getting signed up with all of the other streams of income, and spending time getting themselves tuned up on all those other areas while they let the system go to work for them, while they're getting value from day one. Whether they're getting signups or not, they're going to be getting value. And they're going to be with you for at least a year. So,
So guys, we're fulfilling your ad packs by focusing on these memberships, but the ad packs are still available in the Sparky store. You can click on ad packs. It does ask for a password. Again, we mentioned this before. We're not trying to keep anyone out. We just don't want the new people that come through the funnel to get confused, right? Confused mind does nothing, right? So we they saw the presentation of the annual, they're going through, they're ready buy and then they see these ad packs and go, huh, maybe somebody can explain that. Okay,
Yeah.
so we didn't want to confuse the new people, but you could go in there now and just put in password 12345. You can go in there now and still buy those ad packs. They're still available. At some point, guys, we're gonna, right now it's still a double. At some point, we're gonna be cutting that in half. And guys, it's always been our business strategy. As we're moving and growing, we're gonna offer less to more people. So that's our way of thanking our founding members. Those of you that were with us early have probably got the best deal. I know there's deals that many of you have taken advantage of that are no longer available. Well, when we go from pre 4.8 to 4.8, there's going to be some benefits reduced. Okay. So, but I just wanted to be clear, guys. We're focusing with these memberships so we can deliver for you if you happen to be one of the individuals that purchase one of these ad packs. Guys, are when we get up in the morning and go to bed at night, we're thinking about how can we get conversions and to fulfill those packages. We really appreciate everyone's participation. But Steve, what I love about this is 100% deliverable, isn't it?
That's right. It's 100% deliverable, and people will see results from day one. So as everybody has noticed is when your membership packages are getting leads delivered every single day. Those leads are being nurtured and engaged, and they're going to be converting, which is obviously, I mean, what's a lead worth if you can't convert it? But 100% deliverable. There's nothing on this package that anybody's not going to start seeing results from right away, which is really exciting. I mean, that's going to change the landscape of everything we're doing. I'm telling you, we're about to hit momentum. The next series is going to be our momentum series of our NFT cards that, I'd love to talk about a little bit. Uh, And that's where, right now we're in the legendary series because you guys are all legends. Our VIP, our legacy members. This is where legends are being built, and that's where these cards are going to come into, such a high demand. And, as a collector unit, you not only get the card, you get a high resolution, copywritten, with all the metadata included in it for pre-NFT. So everything's already there. You get the full story. You get you get a full zip file with several files in it that really give you ownership of it. Plus, we're keeping ownership on the site pretty locked down. As a matter of fact, I'd love to show you on the site these cards. So if you come down here, and we're going to be adding this to the Sparky store as well. But for now, if you come down here and if you click on these STC cards, it'll take you to where the next series is available. So right now we've got the 16 or number 17 through 32 available. Um, we have the rest of the 100 designed, ready to go. As these start to sell out, then we'll be adding more. But you can see as when you click over one that's sold, it'll show the username of the person that owns it. Why do we do that? We do that because in case we're building into the platform a way for you to trade cards with other folks that own them, so that's going to be really cool too. So like, let's say if you have, a couple cards and somebody else has a card that you want, maybe in the next batch, another card comes up that you wanted, people can trade them back and forth. And that's how an NFT works. You can trade them and then you can also sell them and then they increase in value as our story, as our movement, increases. And, we've said this before. This is a movement, you guys. It's a revolution in home-based business. And the way people interact with social media and AI and leads and converting those leads, their team members, in duplication, in training the members, getting them onboarded, and getting them connected with multiple streams of income, in network marketing and affiliate marketing. with this system, with this movement, with this revolution, we're helping people do network marketing and be highly successful in network marketing, building teams without doing network marketing. So, and having a whole team system behind them that's fluent, that works, that's, just a cash generating machine. And so as we grow momentum and as we increase our value as a company, these cards are set up to become, on the blockchain as an NFT, creating value. And anybody that purchases one now and or gets one included in their elite annual package, all the metadata is there. You are the owner of that card. There's only one card, one design of each one of these cards. So these are exclusive, one of a kind cards. And that's going to increase in value. And when we go to the NFT, when we go to mint them, they'll be minted for you in your name. You'll have ownership for it. It'll be all connected, and then you can trade and sell and do whatever you want on the blockchain with those cards. So really, really exciting. And I mean, just to have one of these cards as a collectible unit is really cool. And we're even talking about printing out packs, the 100 packs and making those available too as a printed out version, maybe with like affirmations or coaching tips and tricks on the back side of it, things that are relevant to what we're doing. Uh, so that'll be exciting as well because imagine having a ton of people having this card in their hand, in a beautiful box, as everything that we're doing is really high end, high resolution. Our graphics are insane. Our printing is incredible. And so we're going to be utilizing those same tools and mechanisms. And imagine having people having it in their hand and they're flipping through it every day, doing their, affirmations. They're doing part of their coaching series, even a playing deck, a playing deck of cards with your card design on it. You own it. It's yours. Nobody else can own it. Not I, not Ken, not Sparky.
That's like owning a part of history here.
That's right. You own a part of history. And I'm telling you, in a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, can you imagine owning one of the legendary series? One of these cards that, is time stamped in this movement, in this revolution, is incredible. So, I mean, could you imagine if, let's say, Facebook did a card like this back in the day, and you owned one of the base, or let's say, even funnier, what was the guy's name on that was everybody's friend on MySpace? What the heck was his name? I forget. But everybody, he was everybody's friend, right? Everybody got one friend, and it was the MySpace guy. And imagine MySpace and having a collectible card for MySpace like that. I mean, the value of it would be incredible. Just for collect, I mean, collecting is a huge deal. People love to collect. I collect foreign currencies and coins and things like that, and cards and Oracle cards, and I'm a collector. I love that
You
stuff.
haven't had the answer, Steve.
Oh, what is it? Who is? I don't see it on here.
Tom Anderson.
Yeah, Tom.
Everybody's friend.
Everybody's friend. Imagine having a collector card of Tom. So that's why these are so exciting. And it's a really cool thing. So we're excited. We're going to be doing a lot more with these collectible cards. We'll be having a full video that follows the whole story for each series. We already have one at the studio in production now. Um, and blogging it and really diving into our story as we, grow as a team, as we grow as a company, as we grow in this movement, to stay ahead of, AI and to create more opportunity for you, for us, for everybody out there, to work from home, utilizing these technologies and, instead of being left behind and fearing like, hey, what do I do now when all the jobs are gone? How can I experience, how can I utilize this tool, this invention to enhance my experience? That's what it's about. It's not about, world domination from AI. It's how can we, utilize these tools to enhance our life, our livelihood, our lifestyle. And so that's what every invention ever known to man has done for us, and that's what AI is doing as well. And we plan on bringing as many people along with us. So I just wanted to go over real quick how these SDC cards work. These are all one of a kind, um, very, very highly limited. And so once they're sold, and they will not be available to anybody else. So you can either get one by claiming it here, it's $450, and or it tells people, so when they're coming on here, and any one of your members, one of your free members that you've already had, a lot of us have thousands of free members in our team. As they're coming through and they're like, hey, I want to buy that collectible card, it tells them right here, hey, for a limited time you can get one of these cards free of your choice, by becoming an elite annual member. What happens is they get taken over to our elite annual funnel. And now they're finding out that they can get 600 leads, 50 just stick it, even more reason for them to want to get themselves upgraded, lock themselves in with you for a year, and for 1997, and create a $500 commission for you. They can be part of the growth of the STC card. They get their STC card. And so it's just a really well thought out, exciting way to, help create more excitement and more, products and services that are deliverable. You guys, that's what it's about. Is this is a product that's deliverable, instantly delivered, high quality, exciting, fun, engaging, and that sparks more engagement from our members.
Hey, Steve,
So,
can you
and
go back to the in the store for the leads, those packages for
sure,
just a minute? I just wanted to let everybody know, we talked to our programmer and Steve and I talked about this. So what if you bought one of the packages, but you'd like to buy one of these lead packages and add that. Now, guys, keep in mind, I mean, look at the price of those per lead. Okay, so those leads are working in our system, but then you own those leads. They're incredible leads that are there that you can use for anything else you're doing. Okay, so we've decided to go ahead and offer these prices to anyone that bought a silver or above package,
that's
right?
right.
Because
Yeah,
1800 is so close to 2000, we thought, well, if somebody's already if they've already bought a silver package or a gold or a platinum or above, then they qualify for the preferred pricing, the 33% discount on leads a la carte, but they also qualify for those packages as well.
yeah, because that's a great point, Ken. I don't think we went over that. These lead packs are available only to elite annual members. Right? So you have to be an annual elite to get these add-on lead packages. Again, so we're locking people in to your team, to your build for a year, um, creating a lot of value for them that is coming over that year's time, but also creating a way for them to enhance and supercharge their team growth. But yeah, I mean, I think it's incredible because it all comes back to becoming an elite annual. That's what we want people to do is lock in with us for a year. Lock in with us, lock arms with us, become part of our team, become part of our mission, become part of our movement, you know? Uh, and so that's really exciting. And like Ken said, I think that was very, very generous and very fair to do. Is anybody that's already got a silver package, and the programming I think is already in place, Ken. So I know that
Right.
I can check with those guys, but if not, it will be by tomorrow. I'll tell you that. So when you come on here and let's say you click on one of these packages, if you're not already an elite annual, If you don't already own an Elite Annual, it'll tell you right here, hey, you have to be an Elite Annual to get this package. And it'll take them right back to that sales page for the Elite Annual, just like it did on the STC card.
Yeah, and Steve, I mean, it goes down to if you bought 3,600 leads elsewhere, how many of those are you gonna have to reach out to get one of them to go over your funnel with us?
That's
Here, 100% of those leads are in here where we're going to be spending our dollars. We're going to be spending more on your leads than what it costs you for your leads.
yes,
so,
absolutely.
so that's
Because it's
incredible.
a
That's
because
incredible
it's a
value.
because it's a cooperative ecosystem that we have here. So
Yep.
everybody is having prosperity from every single action that these leads are taking across the board. And so in a cooperative ecosystem, everybody wins. And
Well, good job, Steve. I've
yeah,
got a
is there
lot of
anything
new
else?
exciting things.
Yeah, just make sure. So that's really kind of what I wanted to go over, you guys. Uh, I did want to just quick talk about this chart here. So this is based on one person signing up every single month uh, on for each person that signs up. So if somebody comes in, let's say you own an Elite Annual package, and somebody's coming through your funnel, coming through our funnels, coming through our webinar, and buys an Elite Annual, that counts as one new team member, right? So not only are you making 500, but now you got two members on your team. So as that Elite Annual, and I'm telling you, we're going to have a very, 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 very high percent of people that come in and do a one-time fee of 1997, get supercharged, get super excited. They're eager to do more. They want to know what can they do over that year's time is join all of our other streams of income. So now you're building a team, right? In all of the streams of income. And so now you have two team members in month one. Now in month two, you go out and your new team member goes out and gets one. And so now you have four new team members. So it just doubles with just one new member signing up every single month on your team. Your team will double. And over a year's time, that's 4,096 people on your team in multiple streams of income. So, and 12 people on your front line in the prosperity system, with Team Sparky AI, and growing. And so that's with just one person. If with 600 people, and this is what we're telling people, um, with 600 leads coming through your system, that's what the idea is that all we need is one of those 600 leads that we're engaging with. And as this webinar funnel gets tighter and tighter and better and more engaged and flows, it already is happening. It's already working. We're going to hit these numbers, you guys. These numbers are not just an imaginary, they're not a made up number. This is, numbers are numbers are numbers. And like Rod Johnson's on here. He's like, man, we're gonna get 15% of these people to close. And hey, one day, we will be getting 10% of our leads to close. So that's really exciting, super powerful, and that's why it makes all the sense in the world for not only you but for everybody else, and for the world, and for the millions of leads, the millions and millions and millions of people that are out there that need something like this, that need help, that need an answer, that are praying every day for an answer. Um, that's what we're building. That's our mission. That's our movement. With that, I'll stop sharing my screen, Ken.
Hey, great job. Way to go, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, I've looked at a lot of systems lately. We're a student of the industry, and it always comes down at the end. Well, then you need to go set up your Facebook account and your Google account. There's all this stuff that you have to go do with all these other systems. And, the learning curve. But this is done for you, plug and play. You know, you get the elite, our system is going to be working for you every day. Our call center is going to be working for you every day, regardless of what you are learning or not learning, doing or not doing. Now, if you want to move faster, right? That's talked with Kevin a lot, right? So if you want to move faster, then get involved, share it with your warm market because warm market converts faster than cold market. But you don't have to, right? So we say get in where you fit in. But Steve, I'm just so proud and excited about with our program. It's been a passion for many, many years. We put, over $2 million in getting to this point, guys. We're at the best season of the year. And so I'm so excited about the next coming week, Steve. Again,
Me
conversions is
too.
what's on the top of our mind from the time we get up in the morning to the time at night. It's what can we do to get more closing, more enrollments for you. And so, but it's a journey. It's a journey, guys. We're in this together. And pardon me, I'm a little sick today, so my energy is a little lower with this whatever I have going on. But um, I'll be back up pretty quick. I'm sure of that. But anyway, we really appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much. Uh, from our leaders, are there any questions that I think
Do we
Janet
want
put
to?
one question in there, but if we have any comments or questions from our leaders, we'd like to hear from them. I think Janet had a question about the assurance plan. I
Okay.
think maybe on the annual, I think you covered that.
Yeah, the assurance plan with the annual is if you're not in profit in 1 year, if you haven't earned at least got 4 signups on that elite package, let's say for instance, and earn back the 1997 that you put into that package, then the next year is free, completely free. You get a whole nother year of the annual elite membership.
Yeah,
That's
so guys, with our 4.8, we will be removing some things off the menu for future people, but we're not changing the deal on you. So if you're already in the assurance plan on the monthly, that continues to be the case, whether you're at the pro level or the elite level.
right. We won't be offering the assurance plan anymore on the pro or the elite monthly, because it just competes with the annual package.
Yeah, so we're dialing it in. We don't know 100%, as far as the concrete being set, that will be set when we launch it. But
Yes,
I can assure you that there's more benefits now on the table for anyone taking action now, or for many of you, our legacy members. You guys have a lot of benefits that the new members are not going to be able to enjoy at the same level.
absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay, Sue, Janet.
I think we covered a lot, Ken.
All right, guys. Well, we did kind of a mental dump of all the stuff we've been working on here, guys.
Yeah.
So, but sum it up this way, guys. This new webinar platform is gold, and we're going to be reaching out to over 2 million people to run them through that funnel. We're at the 0.5 version right now. We're going to be upgrading that, although we've received some great feedback. But the two big breakthroughs is our webinar funnel, of course, all of our new packages, but then also the voicemail drops in the call center. So we're going to be beefing up the call center dramatically here in the coming weeks. So if you have an interest in the call center, just go into your back office, click on the Getting Started, scroll down to the bottom, and you can fill out an application. And if you haven't heard from us right away, then just go ahead and go into teamsparky.live and get with the call center team, and they'll help you to plug in, because we're in the process of bringing on 100 new people in the call center. So if you'd like to be one of them, we encourage you to go ahead and fill that out. Hey,
You guys
hey,
brought on a
Simona.
you guys brought on a ton of people just in the last week. I've seen
Oh
the
yeah.
numbers.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Hey, Janet, go ahead, Janet.
I see Janet's hand out. Oh, there she is.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hi, Stephen Ken. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Amazing what's coming up. I don't know if you saw my message, Steve, but I just wanted to relate the training hours. During the week, it's Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuesdays and Wednesday evenings are at 7:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Janet.
You're
Thanks for all the
welcome.
hard work. Now, hey,
Yeah,
Janet,
no
do you guys
kidding.
have fun? Do you guys get along pretty well out there in the call
Oh my
center?
gosh, we are our huge family, big, loving family. We get along so well. We chat, we learn, we joke. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, you guys gotta come in and join us at our meetings and trainings. We do have we talk about we practice the script, and we make fun, and we just enjoy ourselves. We have to make it fun.
That's right. Life's too
Awesome.
short not to have a good time.
Exactly. I had one guy calling me, and as soon as I introduced myself, he started singing in Indian to me. So I listened to him for a couple of minutes, and then I kept saying hello, hello, and then I just hung up because he kept singing. I had to take other calls.
That's great.
I think that was Kevin. He likes to call up.
Yeah,
and
he
sing
was
to people.
serenading you, Janet.
Yeah.
Right, Kevin likes to surprise people with the singing to him. Maybe that was him.
Yeah.
Well, guys, put some fire in the chat for the call center. Give some love to them. We appreciate them. And anyway, and put some fire in the chat for yourself, guys. We greatly
right.
appreciate you. We've made it through the summer. We're ramping up dramatically here in September, and you'll see more and more of the fruits of our labor here very, very soon. So thank you, guys. We love you. Thank you so much for being part of our family. Appreciate you.
Aloha, everybody.
Okay, guys, we'll see you soon. If you haven't been through our recorded through the webinar, go to sparkywebinar.com and go through that experience, and you can see what we're talking about. I encourage everyone, if you haven't already, go through that, and we'll post when our next team update is, guys, and probably the next Thursday. We'll let everybody know with more advance for next week. All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate
I went ahead
you.
and let everybody unmute. If you want to say goodbye, then
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Aloha,
Seeing y'all.
Guys,
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
great to hear your voice. Love you guys.
Love y'all. Bye.
Thank you.
Miss y'all.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye,
Good
everybody.
night, guys.
Stay healthy. Thanks, Jeanette.
Ta-ta for now. We'll be back.
That
guys.
we will.